All right, back with another video. Let's break down today's PA and what happened. First of all, let's start off with the journal. I had a red day, lost $90 total, so pretty much break even. Two break evens. No, I had two small losses and then a win. And I'm gonna get into this later and my bias, but let's get into the chart study, right? So going into the market, I was bullish, right? This is 925. So midnight open right here. We saw a move lower and then a move up higher. This is a classic AMD model, right? We accumulate, we move lower, and then we pump up, distribute. And then we had seen the same thing here pre-market open. We were just consolidating. I wanted to see us go down pre-market market open. I mean, into maybe this 1 hour fair value gap or this 4 hour fair value gap. I wanted to see where price was on stop, and I wanted to target a buyer model where it just kind of reverses, right? And that's kind of exactly what had started happening. Price started dumping. I hadn't taken any trades now. And at 950, right, we go into this 1 hour fair value gap and we start respecting it. I literally had this all mapped out. So drop into the 1 minute. I said, okay, we'll see what happens now. I'm looking for longs, obviously targeting the pre-market highs because we've been, really bullish structure. You know what I mean? We had this big gap, and then yesterday Trump was talking, pushed prices higher, and I'm just overall very bullish on the week. So back to the 1 minute. Price is just kind of rallying now. I'm looking for entries, but if I was gonna enter off this inversion is not enough for me. I want to see the CISD, and we don't get that. Price just gonna starts going consolidating for a while. Today was a very frustrating day, and yeah, price just kind of consolidates for a long time, and then finally we'll start pumping around 10:30 macro. And yeah, I'm just gonna play it out here. So the chart study, what happens here is it's a very high resistance run, which means that it happens very slowly. However, we do have the market maker buy model, which is we go down, retrace, go down, consolidate, and then we start pushing up higher. Right here, all this consolidation was is just smart money, placing buy orders, right? Buy orders, buy orders, buy orders, buy orders, and then we slowly start going up finally. And I mean, that's really all it is for the chart study. It was kind of it was a really mentally draining day, and I'll show you my executions and say why that is. I had my bias right. Everything was correct. Like what I wanted to see happen exactly happened, and I still ended break even, or not even break even. I lost money today because of this. It was really draining, and I didn't trade badly, but I didn't trade well at all too well. I'm not gonna sit here and say I traded well. Anyways, back over here, I want to show. Oh fuck! No way, I just did that. I want to show my executions, why I took the trades that I took. This looks overwhelming, but right. The first trade that I took right here was at 1024 after the break. Right, we're in the 1 hour fair value gap, and we go up and we break up out of this range into this fair value gap. But I mean, it's only a bearish fair value gap if you're bearish, and I'm bullish, right? I want to see it inverse. So I enter right here and strong candle down, and I get stopped out over here. I only entered one micro. Yeah, one micro. Got stopped out. It was a little discouraging because I was like, I'm pretty sure my bias is right. Like this is kind of a Hail Mary play, but my bias, I was very confident in it. Anyways, waited for some more confirmation, and I re-entered over here after we had the higher time frame breaker, and I am referencing to this point right here, right? We broke price up above here and we closed above, so I was like, yeah, I like what I'm seeing here. And then we respect this fair value gap once, respected again twice, and I added a contract right here. I was trailing my stop, trailed it right here. I like this area. I didn't want to see this FEG revisited, and price came down and stopped me out again for another loss, right? So at this point, I'm frustrated. I'm not gonna lie. Like we have went up. Like this is probably the ideal entry that I didn't take, but we have went up like a good amount of points, and I anticipated that we were gonna go up a good amount of points, and I've taken two losses so far. Kept my composure though, because that's what we do. That's what we do as traders, right? So, and I took my third entry, right? After positive feedback, I re-entered off this IFVG right here. We inverted this gap. And this one I said, okay, I'm going to hold with a bigger stop loss. I only entered one contract, and I entered another contract over here when we got the breaker and inverse fair value gap after this protraction model. And my ultimate target was this fill of the fair value gap. I was a little worried because going back on here, ES's targets were almost getting hit, right? This is Let's see, this is 1040 on the 5 minute. ES target was right here and it was getting close to being hit, so I was trailing my stop really aggressively. And yeah, I got stopped at 2685, which is right here, on this aggressive candle. So really, this was the trade, and I ended at minus 30 on all three of my accounts. This is the calendar on a losing streak, but minus 30 ain't too bad, right? We still have tomorrow to bounce back, and we have all next week. But it was very, very frustrating day, and I'm gonna get into it. Right? So in my reflection, I said I'm proud of the performance, and it pretty much break even after two losses, three longs. Went to see the AM reversal, so my idea was right. I don't think my executions were terrible, right? It was just very mentally draining day, and I think that the market just wasn't like yesterday. Yesterday, if I was on sides, like today, I was on sides. I knew it was gonna happen, and it happened. Yesterday, I was wrong, but if I was right, I had the same idea as today. Price just boomed up. There was not high resistance, up and down, up and down. Like, oh my god, it's just frustrating. But anyways, I said mentally draining day. I can't lie, especially because I had the right idea, but the high resistance conditions were very tough. So here I said, what's holding me back the most is the emotions associated with losing. Listen, I'm like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, what's holding me back in trading is my real life financial situation, and it's like I'm trying to detach from money, but it's so hard when I'm trading well and I'm trying my best to detach from money and I'm still losing. And that's what's holding me back, right? I'm currently on a losing streak and I feel like I'm failing, even though I've been trading really well. I have been trading well. I'm not gonna lie. Loss, break even, didn't trade on a bank holiday, loss. I'm not mad at myself for any of these losing days. I've been trading well. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm just not getting rewarded. And I know it's kind of stupid to say, oh, you've been losing, you're not trading well. No, I'm trading well. I don't give a fuck. All the trades I've taken, I'm not totally mad at myself about, right? What I'm not happy about is my mentality with it, right? Anyways, it's causing me many red days because my bias on most days hasn't been right. Not that I'm wrong, but my bias has not been right. But that's not saying I'm making a mistake, right? I think long term, if I go at it with the same approach, I'll start seeing more green days. I'm just frustrated. I feel like I'm in a losing cycle trap right now and don't know how to get out of it. Many experienced traders online are saying the market this week has been really, really tough on them and they're all losing. I think that's cope, to be honest, because the markets will never be easy and good traders are always able to make money during good and bad times. And I feel left behind in my progress. This is an issue though because it's not fully true. It's not. It's really not true. I just need more market experience. It's just stuff when I'm trading well and get rewarded with red days. And I honestly believe that. I don't want to sit here and say it's the market's fault. It's not. It's my fault. And I just feel frustrated because I don't know what else to do. I feel like I need to do more reflection, obviously. And that's what I've kind of been doing the past few hours. But I being patient, I'm taking the right setups with right confluences, with right logic. I'm following my rules. I'm having a bias, and I'm only trading one-sided narrative, which is very important. I just feel like it's only a matter of time. Like next week, like next week, next 2 weeks, it's only a matter of time before I start things like go back to being going my way. But right now, I just feel frustrated because I'm very attached to the money, right? If I was not attached to the money and I saw all these red days, I wouldn't even be talking about this because I'd be like, okay, I'm on a losing streak, but I know I'm right, which I do know I'm right. But these losing days are affecting me mentally a lot. And it's frustrating. But that's okay because that's life and that's entrepreneurship and that's trading and that's that. I don't think I have anything else to go over. And hello, future self. I'm glad that. Oh, no, my camera died. My camera that way. Can I switch? And ain't nobody be watching this shit anyways. Hey, my camera died, but take that M4 out for a drive for me. All right, I'm out.